Students, we are learning lesson number 6, animal classification, and in this animal classification, before this we have studied criteria for the classification, and in that criteria 5 points we have studied. Which are that 5 points? First one is their body organization, second one is their body cavity is there, then third one is their body symmetry is there, fourth one is their germ layers, and fifth one is their segmentation. So all that criteria we have studied before this. So now according to that criteria we are going to classify these animals in different phylums. In different phylums we are going to classify. In short, we are going to classify these animals, and we are knowing all the animals, multicellular animals, these are coming into the kingdom Animalia, all the multicellular animals, and they are without cell wall, they are coming into the kingdom Animalia. And in that, according to the criteria we are going to classify these organisms. We'll see how to classify that organisms. In that, first thing is there, you can say kingdom. Which kingdom is there? So first thing from here we'll write kingdom. So in that kingdom is there. So which kingdom is there? Animalia is there. After that, what you can say, body organization. Criteria is there, body organization. Then next one is there, body symmetry is there, body symmetry. Next one is there, body cavity is there, or you can take body symmetry is there, body cavity, and then we are going to take phylum, body cavity, and after that we are going to take phylums. So which phylums are there? In that, first thing is their kingdom. Which kingdom is there? Kingdom is their Animalia. So kingdom is their Animalia according to Whitaker's classification. So in this, all multicellular kingdom Animalia, in that all multicellular animals without cell wall, these are coming without cell wall. And this classification was given by Robert Whitaker. Next thing is the body organization. In that body organization we have seen what type of body organization is there. First thing is there protoplasmic is there, then cellular is there, then tissue, cell tissue, then tissue organ, then organ system, and whole body. These are the grades of organization. So in that we'll see there are two grades of organization. We'll take body organization. In that, first one is their cellular grade. We'll take. In that cellular grade, cellular grade is there, and another one is there. Together we are taking tissue, then organ system. So these are the grades of organization. Okay, and again in this cellular grade of organization, body symmetry, next point we are going to see. So in case of the cellular grade of organization, body is asymmetrical body. What type of body will be there? Asymmetrical body. Body is there, body of these animals, cellular grade organization, these animals body is there, asymmetrical body. After that, body cavity, body is acoelomate, not having body cavity. Body will be there, acoelomate. An example or phylum of that particular asymmetrical body, acoelomate. In that example is there, phylum is there, Porifera. So first phylum is there, Porifera. phylum Porifera. Another thing is there tissue, organ system, grades of organization. In that, again we are going to study about what type of symmetry is there. So here radial symmetry is there. Here again symmetrical body is there, and in that symmetry two are there. First one is there radial symmetry. Radial symmetry is there. Radial symmetry. In that radial symmetry, body cavity is there, a coelomate. Body cavity is there, a coelomate. Again, phylum will be there. In that phylum is there, and that phylum is there. What you can say, Platyhelminthes. Oh, sorry, Cnidaria will take first. We'll take second phylum, Cnidaria. Cnidaria, or also you can say Coelontrata. 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 Or Cnidaria only will take. The next one is the bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry. In that bilateral symmetry, so here body cavity will see. In case of the bilaterally symmetrical organisms, in that one is there a coelomate, another some are pseudocoelomate, and some are eucoelomate. So bilaterally symmetrical, in that again body cavity is there, and according to that body cavity three types are there. First one is there a coelomate. So in that coelomate phylum is coming. Which phylum is there? That phylum is there Platyhelminthes. That phylum is there Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes. Then after that, next one is there eucoelomate over. Sorry, a coelomate over. Porifera is a coelomate, Cnidaria is the coelomate, and Platyhelminthes is there a coelomate. And now next coelomic body is there, and that one is there pseudocoelomate. Which one is there? Pseudo, Pseudo, Coelomate, pseudocoelomate. So in that pseudocoelomate only one phylum is there, and that phylum is the Helminthes. That phylum is there. Phylum fourth is there Helminthes. Helminthes. Again, after that, coelomate, pseudocoelomate, and now next one is there eucoelomate. What type of body is there? Eucoelomate. Eucoelomate body. And in that eucoelomate body, there are different phylums. And that phylums will see which phylums are there. Annelida is there, Arthropoda is there, Mollusca is there, Echinodermata is there, Hemichordata is there, and the last one is there Chordata. So here different phylum number 5. So these are coming into the eucoelomate. Phylum number 5 is there. You can take Annelida. Arthropoda. Annelida. Annelida. Sixth one is the Arthropoda. Seventh one is the Annelida, Arthropoda, then Mollusca, Echinodermata, then Mollusca is there. Eighth one is the Echinodermata. After that, ninth one is there Hemichordata. Then next one is there 10th one is there Chordata. Hemichordata, and after that 10th one is there Chordata. So these are the, or you can say chordates. So according to this one you have to remember, and if you remember this one like this way, you are going to increase, or you are going to classify the living organisms or animals. So one more time we'll see which points you have to consider. Kingdom is there, body organization is there, body symmetry is there, body cavity is there, and phylums are there. So which kingdom is there? Kingdom Animalia. All multicellular animals without cell wall are there. After that, body organization, in that cellular grade of organization is there, and in that cellular grade of organization body symmetry is there, asymmetrical. Body cavity is there, acoelomate. Phylum is there, Porifera. After that, tissue, cell tissue grade of organization, tissue organ is there, organ system is there. These are the grades of organization, and in that again two types of symmetry are there. Cellular grade, in that asymmetrical body are there, and the tissue, organ and organ system, in that symmetrical body are there, and in that radial symmetry is there and bilateral symmetry is there, and in that radial symmetry acoelomate body is there, and in that example is there only Cnidaria or Coelenterata is there. Again bilaterally symmetrical, in that one is there, phylum is there, acoelomate, that one is there, Platyhelminthes is there. And after that you have to remember just three phylums: Porifera, Cnidaria, Platyhelminthes. These are acoelomate. Porifera, Cnidaria, Platyhelminthes, these are acoelomate. Then next one is there, Pseudocoelomate. In that only one example is there, and Pseudocoelomate, in that Aschelminthes is there. Pseudocoelomate, in that Aschelminthes. After that, Eucoelomate body is there. Eucoelomate body cavity. Coelom body cavity. Eucoelomate. In that 6 phylums are there. Which 6 phylums are there? Annelida is there, Arthropoda is there, Mollusca is there, Echinodermata is there, Hemichordata is there, and Chordata is there. So this one is the classification. Now after this we are going to study one by one these phylums, their characteristics and examples we are going to learn. So in that, Porifera, Cnidaria, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, and Chordata. These 10 phylums we are going to study one by one. So first of all, we'll see first phylum, and that phylum is there, Porifera, and in that Porifera we'll study characteristics and examples of that particular Porifera. So you have to write this one, I will rub this one. So 10 phylums we are going to study one by one, and how to remember this one I told here. How to remember that 10 phylums. One thing is there, funny thing is there, you can remember that one 10 phylums. How to remember? I will tell. You have to just remember first letters of this. So in that PCP, first 3 letters are there. PCP. How to remember? So PCP is there. Then AAA. Then MEHIC. PCP, PCP, AAA, and MEHIC, MEHE, and CH. PCP, P for Porifera, C for Cnidaria, P for Platyhelminthes, A for Aschelminthes, A for Annelida, this A for Arthropoda, M for Mollusca, then E for Echinodermata, HE for Hemichordata, and CH for Chordata. So write this like this way. You have to remember PCPA, PCP AAA, PCP AAA, MEHIC, MEHECH. You have to remember like this. So next thing we are going to study phylum Porifera. First phylum we are going to learn, and that one is the phylum Porifera. So you have to remember PCP AAA Mehek. So first phylum is the Porifera, and in that characteristics we are going to learn, and then after that characteristics examples. So first phylum is there phylum. First phylum is the phylum Porifera. Phylum Porifera. So in that we'll first learn characteristics of phylum Porifera. Why these are called as a Porifera? So they are having pores on their body. Pores. Pores means holes. These animals or these organisms are having pores or holes on their body. So one by one characteristics we'll learn, and in that first characteristic is there these animals are having simplest body plan. Their body plan is simplest, so they are called as sponges. These animals are having simple body plan, that's why they are called as sponges. Second thing is there they are bearing numerous pores. They are having numerous means many holes are there on their body, and that holes are their ostia and oscula. These holes are there ostia, ostia, and oscula, oscula, oscula. Then third character is there these are aquatic animals. Most are marine water animals, and some are or few are fresh water dwellers. Mostly these animals are found in the marine water, sea water, and less animals are found in the fresh water. After that, fourth point is that their body is a symmetrical body. So body of the Porifera, or our animals in the Porifera, their body is there asymmetrical. Another thing is that these animals, they are called as sedentary animals. Why they are called as sedentary? Sedentary means stable. Sedentary means stable. So they are attached to the substratum. They are attached to the substratum, or they are attached to the support. They are attached to the support. If we are saying substratum, and they are not showing locomotion. They are not moving from one place to another place. They are attached to the stones also. The next thing is their body is supported by spicules, or you are saying sporangia. Body is supported by spicules or sporangine fibers, you can say. Body is supported with spicules or sporangine fibers, and these spicules are made up of calcium carbonate, or they are made up of silica. These spicules, these are made up of calcium carbonate, or they are made up of silica. Next thing is that these animals are feeding on small organisms which are taken inside the body with the help of flow of water. So along with water, these small organisms, these are taken inside their body. So there are two types of pores are there. First one is the ostia, another one is the oscula. So water is taken inside the body through the ostia, and water is given outside the body through the oscula. Water is taken inside the body through the ostia, and water is given out of the body through the oscula. And the next thing is their eighth character is there they reproduce by budding. Asexual reproduction is there. And next character is that they are having ability of regeneration. Their body regeneration occurs. Examples are the cycon, euspongia, also you can say bath sponge, then Hylonema, Euplectella. These are the examples. So characters will write one by one. So first characteristic is there these animals are having simple body plan called as sponges. Have simple or simplest body plan, so called sponges. they are called as sponges. Second character is that these are having numerous pores. These animals, they have numerous pores, or you can say holes are there on their body. Numerous pores or holes, and that is which pores are there? Ostia and oscula. Ostia and oscula. Third one is there. These animals, these are aquatic. These are aquatic. These are aquatic animals. Most are marine water and a few are fresh water dwellers. DWELLERS, dwellers. The next thing is the fourth one is that their body is asymmetrical. They have asymmetrical body. Asymmetrical body. Body is not divided into two equal parts. Fifth one is there. These are sedentary. These animals, these are sedentary animals. These are sedentary. What do you mean by sedentary? Sedentary means they are not moving from one place to another place. So why they are called as sedentary? Because sedentary animals, you can say, these are sedentary animals because they are attached. They are attached to substratum. They are attached to the substratum and does not show any movement. Does not show any movement. They are not showing any movement. The next thing is that sixth point will take. They are not showing any movement, or they are not showing any locomotion. So sixth point we are taking, and that one is their body supported by. Sixth point is their body is supported. Body is supported by spicules. Body is supported by spicules or spongin fibers. Spongin fibers. Body is supported by spicules or spongin fibers, and in that, so these spicules are made up of. These spicules are made up of spicules are made up of calcium carbonate. These are made up of calcium carbonate or silica. These spicules are made up of calcium carbonate or silica. Seventh point is that they feed on smaller organisms coming through water. And in that, you can say water is taken. Eighth point will take. Water is taken inside the body through ostia and given out through osculum, given out through the osculum. Then ninth point is there, and in that ninth point where we can take they reproduce by budding, reproduce by budding, asexual reproduction is there, budding. And 10th character is there, they have ability of regeneration. They have ability of regeneration. That means that the body get developed from their body parts. And examples are there. So which examples we are going to take? That one is there. Cyclone is there. Euspongilla is in Euspongia is there in Spongilla. Birth sponge you can say. Then Hylonema and Euplectella. So first one is there. You can take example Cyclone. Then also you can take Spongilla or Euspongia. Euspongia. Also called you can say bath sponge. Bath sponge. Next one is there Hylonema. Hye. Hylonema. Hylonema. And the last one is there Euplectella. So these are the examples. Euplectella. Also you can say okay, Euplectella. These are the examples. So Cyclone, Euspongia, birth sponge is there, Hylonema and Euplectella. These are the examples of Porifera. So one more time see, they have simplest body plan called as sponges. Second one, they are having numerous pores or holes, Ostia, Oscula. These are aquatic, most are marine water, few are freshwater dwellers. Bodies asymmetrical, sedentary animals. Why they are called as sedentary? Because they are attached to the substratum and does not show any movement or locomotion. Then body is supported by spicules or spongin fibers, and these spicules are made up of calcium carbonate or silica. And seventh one is there, they feed on smaller organisms coming through the water. Water is taken inside the body through the ostia and given out through the osculum. They reproduce by budding. They have ability of regeneration. And last one is there Cyclone, Euspongia, again Hylonema, Euplectella. These are the examples. So you can draw the diagrams of that particular organisms. So I will draw here diagram this side. Easy diagrams are there. One only diagram will draw. That you can take like this way. Many holes are there on their body, pores are there on their body. Here you can say oscula. Here also here this one will be there ostia. Ostia, upper side, oscula. The next thing or osculum, you can say oscula, osculum. The next thing is there. Here you can take like this way. are polar cells. Polar cells. And these are Ostia only. Ostia. And this animal example is the Cycon sponge. Cycon sponge. This one is the example. So water is taken through the ostia, many holes are there on their body, and water is given out through the oscula or osculum. So this one is the example, this one is the diagram. And next thing is the next phylum we are going to study, and that next phylum is phylum Coelenterata or Cnidaria. Phylum Cnidaria. So what are the characteristics of that particular Cnidaria? Then what are the special characters? Then their examples. That one we are going to study in this Cnidarians or Cnidaria. Next phylum is there, Cnidaria. Phylum. Phylum number 2 is there, Cnidaria, or also you can say Coelenterata. 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 So in that, first we'll see what are the characteristics. So these animals, their body is cylindrical or body is umbrella like. If body is cylindrical, you are saying polyp, and if body is umbrella like, you are saying medusa. Body is cylindrical, polyp, and if body is there umbrella like, then you are saying medusa. Then second point is that most are marine water animals and some are few are freshwater dwellers. Then body is radially symmetrical. Body of these animals is there radially symmetrical. Body of these animals is there diploblastic. That means two germ layers are there. Two germ layers are there, endoderm and ectoderm. Again, they are having, or these Cnidarians, they bear Needleblast. They are bearing tentacles around their mouth. Needleblast, they are bearing tentacles on their mouth, around their mouth, and that tentacles are used to catch the prey. What is the use of that tentacles? Tentacles are used to catch the prey, and also whatever Needleblast are there, these are used to inject poison or toxin in the body of prey. Needleblast are used to inject toxin or poison into the body of the prey. Next thing is that examples are there. Hydra is there, then Adamsia is there, then Physalia is there, and another one is there, Aurelia, and jellyfish you are saying, and corals. These are the examples. So see what are the characteristics. First characteristic is there, body is cylindrical or umbrella like. Body is cylindrical or umbrella like. If body is cylindrical, it is called as a polyp. And if body is umbrella like, there you are saying medusa. Second characteristic is there, most of the animals are marine water and some are fresh water. Most animals are marine water animals, and few are fresh water dwellers. That means few are found into the fresh water. Few are freshwater dwellers. Third point is there. What is the third point? Needleblast, or you can say body is radially symmetrical. Body is radially symmetrical. Body is radially symmetrical. Then fourth point is there, and that one is there. Needleblast, or these animals are diploblastic. These animals are diploblastic. That means two germ layers. Two germ layers. Which two germ layers are there? Endoderm and ectoderm. Endoderm and ectoderm. Then fifth point is there. What is the fifth point? Needleblast. They are bearing tentacles around their mouth. Needleblast. Are bearing. Bearing means having tentacles on their or around their mouth. Around the mouth. Tentacles around the mouth. Sixth point is that tentacles are used to catch the prey. Tentacles are used to catch the prey. Seventh one is there. Needleblasts are used to inject poison or toxin in the body of prey, and are used for protection. Eighth point you can take, and that one is the example. In that 8th point we can take example. Which examples are there? 8th point in that examples we take Hydra. Hydra is the example. Another one is there Adamsia. 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 Also you can say sea anemone. Adamsia is also called as a sea anemone. Next example is there Physalia. What you can say? Physalia. 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 Also you can say Portuguese man of war. Physalia also is called as a Portuguese man of war. The next one is there Aurelia. 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 So also you can say jellyfish. Aurelia also you can say jellyfish. And last one is there corals. Last example is there corals, etc. These are the examples of Cnidaria. So which are the characteristic? One more time we will see. Body is cylindrical or umbrella like. If cylindrical, polyp you are saying. If umbrella like you are saying medusa. Most animals are there marine water. Some are river freshwater dwellers. Body is radially symmetrical. These animals are diploblastic. Two germ layers are there, endoderm and ectoderm. Needleblast, they are bearing tentacles around their mouth. Tentacles are used to catch the prey. Needleblasts are used to inject the poison toxin in the body of the prey. They are used for the protection. Example is there Hydra, Adamsia, Physalia, Aurelia, and corals. These are the examples, and diagram of that particular hydra will draw only. Hydra. So what type of diagram is there in case of hydra? So hydra we have studied in the lesson number 3. Asexual type of reproduction. In that budding we have seen hydra. So in case of hydra, body is like this way, and the body will be like this way, and here tentacles are there. They are wearing tentacles. Again, you can take names. Tentacles are there. Again, here will be ovary-like structure will be there. Here you can see ovary. These are the tentacles. Again, next thing is there. Bird also you can show here. Bird also you can say bird. So like this way you can show. And suppose here testes you can show. Testes. So hydra's body will be like this way, and you can draw it very easily. Very easily. These are the examples. Hydra example is there. Hydra. So next phylums we'll study in next video. So you have to study this one, and you have to write your points in your notebook.